Well, it's been quite a busy week. I mean, this Wednesday I was on Newsnight debating education policy with Ed Balls, the school secretary, and David Laws, the Lib Dem education spokesman. We were hard at it, trying to argue for our respective policies. With the election hotting up, it's unsurprising that people want to see politicians debate. But the real winner of the debate wasn't me or Ed or David Laws. The real winner was a fantastic woman called Leslie Sermon, who's a mum from Kirklees in West Yorkshire. She wants to set up her own school. And she's got together with a group of other parents and teachers, and they have fantastic plans for a visionary new school at the heart of their community. And seeing her make her case for why education matters so much to her and why she backs Conservative plans did my heart no end of good. Another thing, of course, that's been a big issue in Surrey Heath this week, arguably the biggest, certainly bigger than my appearing on Newsnight, was the decision that was taken on Wednesday night by the planning authorities to turn down the mosque application. My own view was that the application probably shouldn't have been made, but it's great now that we have a clear decision and we can now move on and make sure that the reputation that Camberley's always enjoyed for tolerance, for people rubbing along together, is maintained. Well, this morning, I'm afraid I woke up, put the key in the ignition and discovered that I had a flat battery. So I had to wait, contact Direct Line, get guys to come along and recharge my battery. Then I had to recharge my own batteries with a cappuccino and a bacon sandwich. And then, of course, I was down here for my surgery, where I had a chance to meet a huge range of people, all of whom had different issues I was trying to help with. The thing about surgeries is that you have to keep people's confidence. You're not allowed to talk about individual cases. But there were a wide array of problems that people had, some with local bureaucracy, some with government bureaucracy, some with companies, actually, that have let them down, that haven't done what they said they would. But the most moving cases were from individuals who themselves have actually suffered, but who want me to change the law or to change resources so that people in the future don't suffer as they have in the past. And listening to their testimony and their experience and taking away some practical lessons about how to improve things, that was the most useful of all the time I've spent this week, actually. We need, in the weeks that are ahead, to ensure that the debate that the country's having about the general election isn't just a standard debate between politicians mouthing off and having a go at one another. It's a debate that citizens take control of. So what I'd like you to do is to let me know what you think politicians should be talking about. What are the issues that matter to you? You know, it's been 5 years since we had a general election, 2.5 years since Gordon Brown took over, without a single member of the public having a say-so or giving as much as a bar your leave before he took over in charge of this country. So we need to make sure that in the next few weeks that your voice is heard, and one of the ways that you can do so is by emailing me or letting me know what the issues are that really count. Well, if you believe, along with me, that we need change in our economy to get out of a culture of debt and back towards a culture of growth, if you believe, like me, that we need to change our education system so that instead of bureaucrats running things, heads and teachers and parents are in charge, and if you believe, like me, that we need to have a renewed confidence in the people who actually matter most in our NHS, our doctors and nurses, then why don't you consider giving a little bit of help and support to the Conservative Party? Not just here in Surrey Heath, where your vote will count, but also more broadly in some of the battleground seats like Winchester or Guildford, or in London like Feltham and Heston and Brentford and Isleworth, where this election will be decided. If you are prepared to give a couple of hours because you think that change matters, then again get in touch with us and we can make sure that your time and resources are used to best effect to try to bring about change.